Good afternoon, it's Tony Hayes from Paranormal Investigation UK. Today's date is the 2nd of February 2022, and we're staying with the Cheshire investigation and still dealing with footage from the 7th of August. As a quick recap, what we had is the early hours in the morning. Where are we? There we go, 7th. An unusual light anomaly, which is the light was permanently lit from the outside. Then the window itself began to darken. That triggered the CCTV alert. And about 10 seconds later, the light comes back on. In the meantime, there's also quite a loud booming sound, which is this sound here. Only for a couple of seconds. It initially sounded like a hand dryer. But this was in the 1:45 on a Saturday morning. And when I referenced that up to other hand dryers, it was nowhere near it, so I don't know what that was. Then after the booming sound, a clear voice can be heard talking, but I did amplify it to death, so it may well be outside, more likely may be outside the building. I'm just not sure with it. So it was a little bit unusual. A little bit later, at 2:41 in the morning, we had another light anomaly, but that was, without question, a spider's web. And then starting at 5:45 in the AM, on the same date, 7th of August, there was a series of 5 CCTV alerts to the top of the stairway, leading on to the hallway area. How the sensor lights it switch on, that to light the area as somebody comes up the stairs when it's been dark. So this is here. That door leads to the empty office. That's obviously goes down to the ground floor. The exit there. The door where the cursor is to the right here leads to the main office, and there's another business here with this door here. There's a sensor light at the top which will come on should anyone enter the area. The advantage we have with that is we have a camera behind this door, so when this light comes on, the camera inside will know and pick it up because it's got a piece of glass in the door. Now, let's have a look at this. Now, what I was going to do is treat all 5 of them at once, because what you've got here is 5 events, 5:45 going through to 6:21. I was going to do them all in one go. However, I noticed pretty quickly that there were sounds that I've not been able to explain at the moment, so I thought, well, I'm going to have to split them into individual movie reviews. This is what we're doing now. Now, this one as well is, I've dealt with probably 800-900 CCTV movies, separate movies, and watched them all front to back. This is the first time ever that when I had a look at this a bit earlier before I did this review, that the sound cuts off. Now, I've not encountered this before, and there's also some sounds that initially at the beginning, nothing to be seen that I can see of, but there are some noises, and I don't know why the camera switched on. So let's start it up. There's a sound, another sound, and the camera comes on. I don't know what them sounds are. I have watched this all the way through, and there's no other sounds at the beginning, but when it gets to probably about 40 seconds, the sound just goes off, and you should be able to hear it. There. Yeah, it's 40 seconds. and I don't know why. So there's nothing visual to see. We've got some noise at the beginning that could be associated with the reason why camera triggered in the first place. So I think what we need to do is to use the audio software and to take a close look as to what exactly is going on here. Right, there we go. Put that in there. There's nothing for us to see, so we can get rid of the visual. And that's that strike of sound. So it cuts off completely. Let me just go back. Let me just shut this down. I'm just going to have a check on something. The sound doesn't just lose, it just stops recording audio. I'm going to look at another piece of footage. I'll take the next one. That camera too. That stops at 43 seconds. Also got a sound at 12. Okay, let's look at another one then. That one also makes a sound. Same as before. And the sound ends at around 43 seconds. There. So I presume that the other two will be the same. In fact, it will be, that's going to come down to camera fault. Yeah. Same again. Once it gets to about 40 to 43 seconds, the sound just cuts out. This is the thing, this is where things can get blown out of all proportion. If that would have been a single one, I'd have been analysing the sound to death, and I'd taken an opinion that something deliberately switched the microphone source off, when reality is the camera's faulty. There's the sound again. There. Okay, that is a hell of a coincidence that they've all got this identical crack sound. I'm actually going to take, they're all the same. Yeah. I'll just take a green screenshot of this. It's actually been a faster move than what I thought it was going to be. Okay. So when it is that you come to it, let's look at this one here. The infrared light's switched on. We're now on the 7th of August, aren't we? 7th of August. I wonder what daylight's running at. This is dated 4th of August, a couple of days before sunrise. 0532 ends 0536. It's no, it cannot be a coincidence that something strange happens when it's become sunrise. It's ended by this point. There is a burst of light. And I think the camera is switched to, it switched the IR off, the infrared off it. That's what's happened. That's infrared. The infrared's turned off. It's not the sensor light. This is what the owner was saying, that the sensor light had come on. This is the light coming on outside the building. Yeah, I think what's happened here is that there's obviously something wrong with the camera, because it's a hell of a coincidence that they all give this same bang at the beginning, and it just simply recording for 40 seconds before the microphone source shuts off. And I think what's happening when it does happen is the infrared, because it's coming into sunlight now, is simply switching off, going back to normal vision. That's why it's in colour. I don't think it's a secondary light source, because if it was, that's what would trigger it. We would have it at 3 seconds. There. Yeah. Okay. So I think with that one, we can debunk a lot of them. I think we can generally say now that all that footage is caused by a problem with the camera. Certainly, it's causing the noises. It's causing the camera not to record. So therefore, it's natural to say that's also the reason why the infrared's been switching off. Okay, nice debunk on that one. Okay, see you on the next one. Bye.